Now on KOAM News, a late edition. Showers and thunderstorms continue to roll through as we go through the overnight hours. We're going to have details on that.
Plus, disagreement between a circus in Webb City and PETA.
Joplin, Missouri turns 150 today. I'm Jalen Banks with how the city is celebrating.
And lawmakers grill TikTok CEO over potential national security risks, the impact this could have on Americans using the app.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Severe thunderstorm warnings make their way into the 4 states. This is a late edition of KOAM News. I'm Dow Quick. Let's go straight to Chief Meteorologist Doug Heddy with a first look at the weather.
Yeah, we had several severe thunderstorm warnings earlier this evening. Our severe thunderstorm watch, it expired at 11 p.m. But look at all these green polygons, especially in our southern counties. So we're looking at Lawrence, Berry, Newton, McDonald, Benton, Delaware, southern parts of Ottawa County. All flash flood warnings. That whole area has picked up anywhere from 3 upwards to 5 inches of rain, and it keeps on coming. Bands of showers and thunderstorms. We don't have to worry about any severe thunderstorms through the overnight hours, but we do have to deal with some flash flooding across the region. Now, our northwestern counties, you guys haven't even seen a drop, and those are the regions, the counties that really need the rain. All right, zooming in, still moderate thunderstorms. Neosho down to Pineville into Grand Lake, picking up a little bit in Ottawa County, a little bit stronger of a storm once you get into Berry County, Cassville, up toward Aurora and also Monette. And we still have numerous more rounds of showers and thunderstorms to go. I'm going to give you all those details here in just a bit.
See you soon. Joplin turned 150 years old today. KOAM's Jalen Banks explains how the city celebrated by looking back on some of its history.
Many historical figures have come through Joplin over its 150-year history, ranging from John F. Kennedy, Mickey Mantle, Langston Hughes, even Bonnie and Clyde. But today, the city chose to celebrate by looking back on historical artist Thomas Hart Benton and his works.
Thomas Hart Benton has kind of a bookend story. He began here as an artist, just as kind of a quirk of fate thing. 17 years old, he gets his first paying gig as an artist, and then comes back, old Tom Benton, and finishes a mural for the city of Joplin and tells the history of our community at the time of the period that he wanted to focus on.
The mural almost did not happen. It took some persuading.
Mary Curtis Wharton was a tireless leader of culture and art, a giant supporter of Joplin's 100-year celebration. She came up with the idea to ask the famous artist if he'd be interested in doing that. She was bold enough to do that, and lo and behold, he eventually agreed, and we're so glad she did because we can experience it now.
For some, his works are the source for telling the city's history.
Well, art has been a very, very important part of our community, telling the story. You know, we host visitors internationally here in the City Hall building, and we use the murals, we use the artwork to tell Joplin's history, tell Joplin's story. And it's just a good visual way to give people who are not from Joplin kind of a capstone to remember who we are.
In Joplin, Jalen Banks, KOAM News.
Some people consider Thomas Hart Benton Missouri's greatest 20th century painter. Also in recognition of Joplin's history, the city celebrated its spiritual heritage. This evening's community event honoring Joplin's journey of faith featured presentations highlighting Joplin's yesterday, today, and tomorrow. It was joined with music, including congregations singing hymns and choruses.
It is a multi-generational moment that we're in. People of every age, every expression of faith saying it's worth honoring and remembering that Jesus really is the reason for this moment. We're grateful for Joplin. And look how Jesus has been good to Joplin in so many amazing ways.
The city was settled by Tennessean John C. Cox, who named the settlement after his friend, the Reverend Harris G. Joplin. A retirement party for a man who's been a big part of the Pittsburgh community for half a century. Ron Rhodes, owner of Ron's Supermarket, is stepping away from the job. Customers from over the years stopped by to wish him well. Rhodes has been in the Pittsburgh grocery business for 50 years, working first for his in-laws. He and his wife Barbara went on to open their own grocery store on South Rouse, then at the Meadowbrook Mall, and finally the one at their current location on Centennial. Rhodes has meant a lot to the community over the years, and he says the community has meant a lot to him.
As we completed, having this party is just a chance to greet the customers that shopped with us and thank them for their friendship and their patronage over the years.
Rhodes says his sons will continue to operate the store at its current location. Family also owns grocery stores in Chanute and Parsons, Kansas, and in Branson, Missouri. The Missouri House this week passed a bill to legalize sports gambling in the state. The bill would tax sports betting at 10%, with those tax revenues going to fund public education. Now heads to the Senate. In recent years, bills to allow sports betting have failed to make it to the governor's desk. A total of 33 states, including Kansas, now offer at least some form of sports wagering. The Kansas House passed a bill that would further limit abortions in the state. It's based on the claim that abortion providers leave infants to die after they're born during certain types of abortions. The bill would declare that when there's a live birth during an abortion procedure, medical personnel must take the same steps to preserve the newborn's life as they would with other live births. Opponents say the narrative just isn't true and that the bill is designed to give abortion care a negative public image. The bill now heads to the Kansas Senate. TikTok's CEO was grilled by members of Congress for more than 5 hours today. Some lawmakers want to ban the popular social media app, saying it poses a threat to America's future. Reporter Skylar Henry is on Capitol Hill with details.
U.S. lawmakers expressed their disgust with TikTok at a hearing with its CEO on Thursday.
Your technology is literally leading to death.
And our kids are at risk on your platform.
Members of the House Energy and Commerce Committee are concerned with the content children are exposed to, as well as TikTok's ties to China through its parent company, ByteDance.
Has ByteDance spied on American citizens?
I don't think that spying is the right way to describe it.
CEO Shou Zi Chu, a 40-year-old from Singapore, said TikTok is taking steps to protect user data.
The bottom line is this: American data stored on American soil by an American company, overseen by American personnel.
The federal government recently banned TikTok on official devices, and now lawmakers are considering banning the app completely, cutting off access to 150 million American users.
I think it was pretty clear that the Congress is unified in terms of opposing TikTok.
The Nazca family attended the hearing. Their 16-year-old son died by suicide after viewing disturbing videos served up on the platform.
I would just like to see mainly the stopping of promoting these types of videos that my son was getting.
In 2020, then-President Trump tried to ban TikTok, but the effort was blocked by legal challenges. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
President Biden revoked Trump's executive order when he took office, but said he would continue to evaluate the threat TikTok poses. Congress is also considering several bills that would restrict but not ban the app. Still ahead, the circus makes its way to Web City. We'll take a look at what it brings and hear from an organization with some objections. Plus, an annual food truck event kicks off in Lamar. We'll pay it a visit. The Tarzan Zerbini Circus has arrived in Web City, Missouri for a series of performances. Not all of the performers are human, and that's put the circus at odds with an animal rights group. KOAM Shagun Bamadeli has more.
The Tarzan Zerbini Circus has arrived in Web City. The circus features a variety of animals, including tigers, elephants, and horses. And of course, there will be human performers as well.
And we have an ensemble of artists from all over the world that are going to be appearing here. Some of them have appeared on America's Got Talent. Some really unique stuff.
But yes, the animal rights group PETA has objected to the role of the animals in the circus. But the circus claims that PETA's complaints are unfounded.
PETA is urging the remaining circuses that still use animals, like Tarzan Zerbini Circus, to replace their outdated and cruel acts and retire those animals to reputable sanctuaries immediately.
Saying things about cruelty, it's a little bit insulting because they're like part of our family, and it's like if you have children, you know how you treat your kids. We love them. We love our horses. We love our elephants.
Bauer says the animals are well taken care of.
Our Two Tails Ranch down in Ocala, Florida is a beautiful elephant sanctuary where the elephants are there pretty much the whole year. They only come out to do a couple shows and then they go right back down.
But Peter says otherwise.
Zoo called Two Tails Ranch in Florida, and that's operated by the Zerbini family. The animals there are used in the same ways that they are in the circus.
Bauer says he's inviting Peter to come down to see how the animals are being treated. Reporting in Web City, Shagun Bamdele, KOAM News.
The Web City performances are scheduled to run through April 2nd. Some warm weather and good food are sometimes all you need to have a good day. Lamar, Missouri today hosted their monthly Picnic in the Park food truck event. 8 food trucks were there, ranging from tacos and barbecued ice cream. It's also a good chance to just get out and enjoy the outdoors.
Enjoy our park no matter what we're doing here. Whether it's a sunny day or a cloudy day, or you're just coming to play at the playground or walk on the trail. And I don't just want Lamar people to come, I want to see people from other local communities, and I know we do. Lockwood, Liberal, Golden City, Nevada.
Picnic in the Park is every 4th Thursday of each month until October, except in the month of August. A little later, Columbus baseball enters the spring with high expectations after a state runner-up finish in 2022. We're going to hear from the team in sports.
Plus, we have more showers and thunderstorms heading our way through the overnight hours. Details coming up. Well, of course, showers, thunderstorms, heavy amounts of rain across portions of the region. Some of you guys haven't had a drop at all, but it's definitely wet out there. This is Indigo Sky Casino and Resort, of course, Indigo, just outside of Seneca, Missouri. All right, so our severe thunderstorm watch expired at 11. It's almost midnight, but we still have all these flash flood warnings. Look at all these green polygons. So Springfield to Branson, Monette to Bentonville, Neosho, all the way back through northeastern parts of Oklahoma. And it's due to these storms just going over the same exact spot as we have worked through the afternoon into the evening hours. And it's moderate to heavy rain. Most of it, the heaviest, has been along and south of I-44. And the rain hasn't even really gotten up towards Chanute. And look at this, it just extends all the way back into central parts of Oklahoma. So still all this moisture is heading toward us. Heaviest rain where you see the yellows, oranges, and red, that is showing us moderate thunderstorms, and we'll even zoom in just a bit. Let's go into Berry County, a storm rolling out. So here's Cassville. We can look at Neosho, a little storm just to the southeast of Neosho. Let's move up to the metro. Pittsburgh, just some sprinkles. Joplin, you're still getting light to moderate rain as well as you work southwest toward Miami. Look at McDonald County, really picking up showers and thunderstorms. This extends back into Delaware County, so Grand Lake down to Jay. And then we have this cluster rolling out of Tulsa that is going to push northeast. So this is going to roll right through Delaware County and right into southwestern Missouri, the areas that don't need any more rain because they are seeing flash flooding. Look at this. This is kind of crazy. So Coffeyville, Parsons, and Fort Scott, northwest, not a drop. About 1 inch in Joplin, about 2 inches in Neosho. Now where you see all of the orange and the red, this is 5 inches of rain. That's why we have the flash flooding issues across the region. Heaviest rain is mainly along the south of I-44 due to the front. It's stalled out in northwestern parts of Arkansas. So it's down to 42, KC, 43 in Joplin. Remember, we were pushing 80 earlier for us today. So this is quite a switch. All right, let's go through the rest of the overnight hours. Showers, thunderstorms continue. So here's about an hour, about 1 o'clock in the morning. Brief little break, then here it comes again. Late tonight into the morning hours, bands of showers, even a few thunderstorms right across the same area. That heavier batch should be out of here by the noon hour. But still, even in the afternoon, we're going to have scattered showers popping up. All this should be gone tomorrow evening. We break out, we start to clear out as we go into tomorrow night, and then Saturday, partly sunny skies into the 50s, but a few showers possible late. All right, additional rainfall. Still 1/4 to 1/2 inch through the metro, but we could still pick up 1 to 2 inches in our southern counties, the areas that definitely don't need the rain. All right, for us tomorrow, let's go 56 on and off showers, 58 Saturday, 56 Sunday. Most of the weekend looks okay, a few showers late Saturday and early Sunday, and then severe threat returns next Thursday.
I kind of need to mow my lawn, parts of it anyway, where it's been getting a lot of rain.
Yeah, gonna have to dry out a bit.
Yeah, thanks, Doug. Still ahead, an overtime thriller for the Kansas State Wildcats tonight in the Sweet 16. And the Colgan Panthers aim for their first win of the season in their home opener against Independence. Jacob Leonard has those highlights and more up next.
Well, the Colgan Panthers play their baseball home opener today against the Independence Bulldogs. Now, Colgan is 0-1 to begin the season after falling on the road against Joplin earlier this week. So Colgan looking for their first win of the season on their home field today. The first inning, Gus Keller on the mound for the Panthers gets the strikeout. And check it out, on the pop-up behind the plate here, look at the concentration from Cooper Simmons. Off the glove, grabs it with the bare hand. Colgan out of the inning. Bottom of the first, Simmons goes to work at the plate and drills this one over the left fielder's head. Keller scores, RBI double for Simmons. Colgan gets 3 runs in the first inning. Second inning, they add to the lead. John Patusik through the left side for the RBI single. 3 more from the Panthers in the second to go up 6-0. At the top of the third, Independence gets on the board. Logan Wood rolls one into right. Hayden Smith scores. Kellen Lanning right behind him. Bulldogs cut the lead to 6-2. But the Panthers pull away from there. Kyson Bennett, RBI single into left, scores Simmons easily from third. Colgan gets their first win of the season, winning big over Independence 14-3. The Columbus High School baseball team is just a few days away from their first game of the season. Brock Baldridge catches up with the team as they aim to build off their best finish in program history.
In Columbus, Kansas, the Titans are back on the field, hungry for a state championship. Last season, the Titans fell just short of that goal, finishing as a 3A state runner-up. The Titans believe that their experience might finally get them over the top, according to their senior catcher, Landon Midget, who's excited about what this team offers this season.
We're bringing a lot of guys back from last year. We had a good run last year, so we're just trying to win another league title, get back to state, and hopefully finish the job there at state this year.
Columbus returns multiple All-State players, including reigning 3A Pitcher of the Year, Seth Stover. The Emporia State commit says the team has made some big strides during the offseason.
We didn't have a lot of seniors graduate last year, so we're all returning, and I think our outfield has improved tremendously through these practices and last season as well.
The Titans head coach Mick Tedlock was named 3A Coach of the Year last season. Coming off their first ever appearance at state, the Titans have high expectations, and Coach Tedlock says the group has the work ethic to make it happen.
You know, the most rewarding was last year going to state tournament, because these guys work hard, and, they come to practice and, they do things right.
The Titans have set high expectations for themselves, but their confidence gives them that edge that the team needs in order to capture a Kansas State championship.
Go to work!
For KOAM News Now, I'm Brock Baldridge.
Now, the Titans will open the season on Monday on the road against Labette County. Now, we have 2 regional teams still alive in the NCAA men's basketball tournament, in the Kansas State Wildcats and Arkansas Razorbacks. Kansas State faces Michigan State tonight in their first Sweet 16 appearance since 2018. Now, this one is an instant classic. Game goes to overtime. K-State holds on to win it 98-93. Huge game for Marquise Noel. He gets 20 points and an NCAA tournament record 19 assists. Wildcats now move on to play in the Elite 8 on Saturday. As for the Arkansas Razorbacks, their night did not go as well. Arkansas gets rolled by UConn in the Sweet 16, 88-65. They shoot just 31% from the floor, while the Huskies were 57% from the field. Also out-rebounded Arkansas 43-31. That's it for sports. We're back with more news after this.
A Nevada, Missouri man isn't letting his disability prevent him from sharing his musical abilities with the community. KOAM's Amber Jenkins has more.
When words fail, music speaks. Dan Keller shares his love for music with the community, giving others a musical outlet.
You know, music is something that is a connection with me. I was born with this ability to do this kind of thing, and I think really it's just a matter of expressing myself a lot of times.
At the age of 5, Dan was able to play a song by listening to it. He knew music would be his talent to share with the world.
I would go to sleep hearing all these nice old songs that were out then, like songs by the Four Seasons. I get the chord structure in my mind first, kind of like laying the outsides and the foundation of a house is the way I look at it. You put up the structure first, and then the notes are all the rooms and the doors and the windows inside the house, and that's what you're filling in to get the song done.
Dan is blind, but that doesn't define him. His love for music does.
I don't think I'm really any special or different than anybody else, and I don't necessarily like to be like pigeonholed into that, well, he's just that way because he was born this way kind of thing.
While spending his retirement playing at the local senior center, he occasionally gives piano lessons. Dan is thankful for his leisure pace of living.
I'm retired, and I worked for the state of Missouri, you know, for 35 years, and I was always scheduled then, you know, and so now I sort of like being unscheduled. Everybody finds out a place where they're supposed to be, and this turned out to be my place.
Reporting in Nevada, Amber Jenkins, KOAM News.
Dan also enjoys Pitt State's jazz band performances. I was fortunate to know Dan way back in college, so a good number of years ago. Great guy. Obviously a great treasure for the community as well.
What an amazing talent too.
Yes, he is.
So yeah,
Obviously.
That's a great story.
The weather.
Well, not a great story for a good chunk of you who are getting flash flooding. 5, 6, 7 inches have fallen in our southern counties. Periods of showers and thunderstorms stick around tonight. Even tomorrow, we're going to have on and off showers throughout the day. 56 for a high. Most of the weekend dry, kind of chilly, highs into the 50s. Thunderstorms again late next week.
Thanks for staying up so late with us. It now officially is Friday. We'll see you right back here at 5 a.m. Let's make it a great Friday.